Hi, this is Tracey from GiftBasketappeal, and today I'm seeing all purple in my craft room and some smidgens of green as well. I was asked by one of my friends to come up with a design for a flower for the Women's Day ceremony that they're having at her church, and she just wants me to come up with a design, kind of play around with a few of these, and so the women are going to wear this designed flower on their, just right on their lapel. So let's get started. So she's going to be making about 40 of these flowers or flower designs, and she told me to come up with 3 different types of flowers, maybe one with a single flower, double flower, and a triple flower. And so we went to Dollar Tree to see if they actually had purple flowers, and they actually did. So my floor right now in the craft room is filled with a ton of flowers. And then we thought the green would look nice too. Some kind of green going in between this would look pretty as well. So I'm going to pull apart some of these. It's just an idea I have in my head. And then possibly something like this added to it as well. So we found different types. So I'm going to be using a couple of these to kind of pull something together. And these were all from Dollar Tree, since she has to make so many. And we also went to Hobby Lobby and tried to get some baby breaths there. They didn't have any, but then we found these right here. Let me see if you can see those. So I think this is more than enough to add some white to this purple. So the purple's pretty dark. We want to just maybe to spruce it up a little bit, have just a little bit of white going on in there. And then I'm going to tie everything together using this floral tape. I forgot what this was called, floral tape. And we've got some pins. So the pins are going to be what holds this corsage, I guess I'm calling it, if it's the right name for it, onto their lapel. So I got some of these pins, and this was from Hobby Lobby, and they were originally $4.99, and they had a 50% off, and there's 144 of these pins, and they're just so pretty. They got like a pearl on them. Let's pull it out so you can see without sticking myself. Look how pretty those are. So that's going to be what holds the flowers on, if I can pull this off okay. So I just wanted to come on and kind of show you what I'm thinking here. And I got my tape here, got my wire cutters. And so I'm going to be cutting off a little bit of this. And I'm going to use this as my base, because what I'm going to do is kind of bend some of these up. I'm going to cut another one away and cut that longer. And I'm not going to really glue them yet. I have my glue gun ready, but until she comes back and says which one she likes the best, then I'll start to glue everything together. So I got 1, 2, let's do one more on here since she wants, I'm going to do 3 on this one. So that way you can figure out which ones look good together. So I'm just going to take the wire here and I'm going to bend it up like this. And the nice thing is about these flowers is that you can also bend the wire here. When I know exactly which one she wants, then I'm going to hot glue the flowers to their base. If that makes sense. So I'm just kind of bending this. Whoop. I'll leave that one straight since I already cut it a little bit short. Bending this, and that way I can start to wrap my floral ribbon around it once I get everything together. So I'm going to take this one, put this at the back kind of sticking up. And I'd rather cut these longer, and then I can play with it and then cut them down shorter. So this one has 3 flowers in it. Okay. And then we got these right here. These wispy things coming up out of the back here. So yep, I get to craft and do something a little bit different. And once she told me the colors, I really wasn't sure if we were going to find purple flowers at Dollar Tree, but we sure did. So imagine how cost effective that is to be able to find some purple flowers. So you see I'm trying to get those wispy things in there. I think those will look real pretty just to give it something else. I don't want them to be too long because then I don't want them to be kind of poking those women in the face with these wispy things. And so once I have everything together the way I want it, and I basically want this to be flat, so it'll lay flat against them, right on their lapel. So this is going to be 1, 2, 3. So I have them kind of staggered so that each flower kind of shows through. And then I'm going to take the baby breaths and just kind of incorporate them in here somewhere. And I think she got these from Joann's, I believe. And I just figured that just adding that little bit of white just breaks that up a little bit. I'm going to kind of stick this down in here. Let's see how I want to get that in there. And these are very delicate, so I don't want to be too harsh with these. Okay. And then I can tie everything together. Let's see. Let's do another one. Maybe over on this side. And so I'm just holding everything together in the back until I'm ready to tape it up. So I know this is just something different for y'all, but I just wanted to show you how you can use your creative energy to pull something together. So I wonder if you can see that all right. So you see just a little bit of white in there, not too much. And so once I know that this is how I want it, I'm going to start cutting some stuff down and taping it all together. And I'm not a floral designer or anything, but I'm just having fun doing this. I was so glad when she asked me. Okay, so now I'm going to start, once I have everything pulled together, I'm going to start at the bottom here. And I'm just going to start winding everything around. See right at that base there? Cut some of this off. Because I really want this to look neat. And so as you pull this floral tape, it gets sticky. So I really don't know how much I need, but start pulling this together. This is my back part here, right on there. And you see how that's going? See, because I want this to be flat. I want to have a flat base on here. And that green actually matches the green in here, the leaves and stuff, so that'll work. So this is this is the 3 flower one. And I'm just winding this around. And someone can will probably ask if I've ever done this before. Not this type of thing, but I have done bridal bouquets for my sister-in-law. She asked me if I would do bridal bouquets, and I had never done them before, and I just had so much fun making them. So I'm just going all the way up to this base here. Trying to get all the way up in there as good as I can. Just wanted to show y'all, because you never know. Someone may ask you to do some of these, and someone may need instruction. I was just going to do this and just not record it, but I figured, hey, it might help someone. Who knows, right? Okay, so I wanted this to be very, very neat. This is what the back part looks like. And then I can take one of the leaves and just kind of, I might just hot glue it right there so that it looks really neat. But that's what the back looks like right now. You know what, I'm going to tear that off. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to start at the base again and just kind of cover it again, because to me I can see through this a little bit, and I don't really want to be able to see through it. I really want it to be covered up. But so this is what it looks like so far, and I'm kind of liking that with the 3 flowers in it. So I'm going to come back and show you what it looks like. Okay, and so this is what I have so far. I'm not sure if you can really see that. I hope you can. See, it has the baby breaths in there and little wispy things kind of coming out of it. Not too much. Kind of very low key, but still elegant. And then I did go ahead and I double wrap this, that stem part right there. And then they're going to take their pin. I'm just going to leave the pin in there like that. But before I even do that, I'm going to cover up this part right here with one of the leaves. And all I'm going to do is kind of cut this away. I have tons of leaves anyway from all the projects I worked on. I just cut this away from that leaf, and then I'm going to take my hot glue gun. Just put a little bit of glue right there. And put this right there. Ooh, without burning myself, of course. So I'm just putting that there just to give it a little bit, just to hide that a little bit. So I don't know if you can see. Okay, so now let me show you what the 2 flowered one looks like. So this is the 3 flowered one. This is the one with just 2 flowers. I'm kind of liking that 2 flower one. This is the 3 flower. Wait a minute. This is the 3 flower, and this is the 2 flower one that I made a little bit earlier. And so I stuck the leaf in there, and then I actually went up underneath here with just some pearls I had. But I kind of like it. I don't know, I'm kind of liking the 3 also. I can't make up my mind. So now I'm going to do a single one to show you what that looks like, because she wants a 1, 2, and a 3. See what they look like. I'm kind of liking the one with I kind of like the 3, but the 2 is cute too. Oh, and the pin. Let me put my pin in. I'm just going to stick the pin in there until they're ready to be worn. But I still have to glue these down. So these are just, like I said, these are just practices or prototypes for what's coming. But look how these flowers, I'm really loving them. And I think I saw them in like a deep burgundy, almost red for the holidays. Wouldn't that be pretty? Okay, so I'm just bending this up, and this is just going to be the single one. So this one's going to be a lot quicker. So what I'm doing is I'm bending this enough so that it has somewhat of a base when I put that tape around. That's the only way I know to do this. And then I'm going to take this, and I'm just going to bend it forward just a little bit so you get the full effect of the flower. I sound like I know what I'm doing, huh? Okay, I'll wait for that. Put one of these little things on it, on the back. And let's see, maybe coming up not too much. I think I'll push that one up too. So that's what it looks like right now. And let's see if I want to add one of these in. So I want everything to be able to show up. Okay, this is the single one, so I want that to be able to show. Add some of this in. Maybe I'll add it in here. Do I really want that in there? Yeah, right in the middle, somewhere in between, like. All right, let's see. I don't think it looks good on that side. Let's see. It's kind of curving in. Pull that down just a little bit. So y'all get to see the whole process. I'm in here talking to myself for real. I really want this to show up on there. I'm gonna put another one in there. Okay, so that's what this looks like for right now. And I'm gonna start wrapping it up. So a little bit less of the floral stuff on this one. And I'm just going to, I'm starting in the back when I wrap this. I'm starting in the back. Oop. And for these, you really got to work well with your hands when you're doing this and wrapping it up. Okay, so I am going to, once I got it steady, I'm just going to start twisting the flowers. So let's see if you can see that. And of course, that's my husband downstairs making noise because he probably doesn't know that I am recording. So now that I have this like this, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this around. Just like this. Just makes it a little bit easier. I'm just wrapping it around till I get all the way up to the top. Okay. And of course I'm going to do more than one. But before I do that, I want this to be covered up right there. So I'm going to take this and I'm just going to put a little bit just like this and rip it, right? So that bottom part is not sticking out at all. Okay, and then I'm going to go around this again and go right up to the top so you can see. You won't be able to see through it. So it's basically, I want that coverage on there. Okay, so I'm going to continue doing this, put my leaf on the back. Well, this one I'm not going to put a leaf on because I'm not sure if this is what she wants. I'm definitely, personally, I'm definitely liking the 2 or the 3 flowered one. But you tell me what you think. A single one is okay, but I really like the 2 and the 3 flower one. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and finish wrapping this up, and then we'll just do a comparison. Okay, so here they are sitting side by side. Here's the one with one flower in there, real small, subdued. And you can make these yourself, you know. Different celebrations, a wedding maybe. Here's the one with two. I'm really kind of liking the two. And here's the one with three. Bigger than the others, of course, with the 3 flowers. So you let me know. I'm kind of leaning toward these two. My husband actually likes this one with the 1 flower, but I like these two right here. So let me know if you like 1, 2, or 3. And thank you for joining me on this kind of creative thing going here. I've never done this before, so it was nice to kind of show y'all on camera what I would do. I hope this is helpful to you if anybody has to make something like this or want to try to do some saving for a wedding and you want to make your own stuff, or just to have something that you want to do at a ladies' luncheon or something. I think these would be great for something like that, or even something for a birthday to make someone feel really special. So I will see you real soon. Please give this video a thumbs up, and if you haven't subscribed to our crafty family, go ahead and subscribe. Bye.